Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are going to do a mediumship spread and mediumship reading, meanwhile on the other side. So this will be a message from your loved one on the other side. Take it as it lands. Remember, we're all on our own personal journeys of growth and expansion, spiritual expansion. And remember, we are all at different levels of states of awareness and states of consciousness, okay? I just want to point out that I finally figured out what my audio and mic problem was. The quality and sound was kind of going crazy from reading to reading, and I never could figure it out until I did the process of elimination, realizing that it was not my mic. It was actually a faulty or a USB plug not quite working properly in my laptop, so the connection wasn't perfectly aligned or perfectly connected. Anyway, so that should end that problem. So now we'll get on with our reading. And remember, the reading or any reading can be reversed or mirrored, meaning it can be a reading for you or it can be a reading with whomever you're involved with or someone in your environment. Okay, so it can be switched around or mirrored. Remember that. And that is for any reading, of course, right? We're going to begin. Normally, I don't normally get intuitive messages too quickly or too fluent with this type of reading, but I did get two. So this person, whoever this person is special to you in spirit form, would have something to do with blue jeans or denim jackets, jean jackets, jeans, wore jeans, light jeans, or something to do with jean material, something they probably always wore or they liked, or they were maybe raised with. Okay, so blue jeans and a jean jacket. And the second thing is, with this person, there was a very distinctive message. It says, basically, keep working on it. So you were working on something, crafting something, putting your skills to work with something you're doing. So keep working on it. It's like build it, make it, build it, they will come. Make it, they will come. So however that applies to you, however that suits your story or fits your story with your passed on loved one. So whatever you're working on, keep working on it until completion. Okay, so we will begin with we'll pull a card for our spirit person, and we'll see what comes up here. Okay, this is a younger person. All right. So when I say younger person, this can be child, this can be teenage child, or this can be basically a person younger than 30, probably between, the ages of, 10 to 30 or 10 to 29, somewhere in there. Okay, so take it as it lands. And we're going to do a character description of this person. Okay, the Six of Cups. This person right here, this belongs, this is sibling energy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So often this can be involved with a past time or a past memory. This has got to do with siblings. So whoever this younger person was had siblings, and the person on the swing is actually a little child, a female. So chances are the younger person had a sister. Or, like I said, it doesn't have to be gender specific, but this card is actually showing a female. So the younger person had siblings, and there could have been more than one. And this person from spirit form, looking down on, is very happy and has very fond memories with the family, the siblings, or the family unit. Okay? And this somebody who would have been very strong-willed. They were going their own way, doing what they wanted to do, and that's just the way it was. You would have had nothing to say about what this child or this younger person wanted in life. They were headstrong. They were going to do what they wanted to do. I'm going to take a different card here, and we'll see what this is a different deck, and I wanted to try it out. And this person is looking out for their siblings and their family from the above the spirit realm too. It's like a layer of protection for the family. Okay. So this person would have been very sharp in the mind too. So this is the Chariot card. This person might have been a Cancer, because the Chariot is affiliated with the sign of Cancer, but or may have had a placement in their chart of Cancer. Or this person might have been very emotional, very sensitive, like their house, like their home, like food. Their family was very important to them. That can be something, and again, this is really spinning off on the past memories. The person is very fond of their past memories and spends a lot of time in that area, and they're looking out for their siblings and their family. It's big time protection, a big time, they're always in your environment, let's put it that way. And this person like I said, this one is the genius mind. So this person probably would have been a thinker, right? They were a thinker. They were a doer. They're going to do what they wanted to do. Whether you said yes or no, it didn't matter. That's how they were going to be. That was a very strong-minded, probably very, very stubborn. And they had the ability to do whatever they wanted to do. So whether it was fix something, they kept on working on it till they could fix it. And again, the jeans and jean jacket coming through. They like their jeans, they like their jean jacket, they like their denim. And you are working on something, and to keep on working on it, to keep on telling you that. Keep on moving forward with what you're working on. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card out of this. Oop, 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 oop. Okay, so this person, while they were still alive, had some choices to make. And they're also saying that you had some choices to make. And so whatever you're working on is going to be involving choices, or whatever path in life you're on is going to involve some choices. It's kind of like making the choices and entering upon the gates. Also, when I see this too, this card as well, it's not only choices of choices they made, but it's also choices you have to make. But when I see this card, instinctively, as soon as I look at this is like entering upon the pearly gates. If you look at this, it's a wand, right? 2 wands, but it's opening up the gates. And that, to me, that says the pearly gates. And they're sitting there. They've entered into the pearly gates. That's a very nice reading. And again, this wands are all about fire. So it's like fire and water. So this person might have had a little bit of a temper, or very, very headstrong, a lot of passion, a lot of willpower, a lot of drive. But we know that. So that basically confirms that. So you could be looking at someone who had a fire placement in their chart as well. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just very, very strong will. They were the genius of getting what they want, fixing things, doing things, and they did what they wanted no matter what you had to say about it. It didn't matter to them. Okay, so that was like a headstrong child, I would say, like I said, or a young person. Okay, so we will move on to the messages to you from them. Thank you for taking care of me and giving me your support. It meant a lot. Okay, so even though they were stubborn, they did what they wanted. They know deep down that you love them. You had their best interest at heart. And they just want to thank you for your time, all your patience, and they want to thank you for spending all the time and taking the time with them. All their support, and it really, really meant a lot to this younger person. Okay, here we have the cosmic wooden spoon, clearing karma, life lessons, discipline, responsibility, growing, learning, healing, forgiveness, facing fears, learning to manifest. Okay, so this message is from them, and it's basically telling you you have work to do, you have responsibilities, you have obligations that you need to fill, and they're saying do it. This card, there's only 2 cards like this in this whole deck, and this is one of them. So the chance of that coming out of like an 89 count deck, I think is what I need here, is next to nil. So it's a heads up. If you don't do your work, if you don't take your responsibility, there's basically going to be consequences to pay. I'd like to use the word hell to pay, but I think that might be a little bit aggressive, but there's going to be consequences. So, and another thing that spills back to the message of working on something, if you have put whatever job or whatever skill or whatever project or idea aside, and you're not working on it, this is our message to get back on it and finish it. Or there's going to be kind of consequences that come with it if you don't. And this can be basically lifetime responsibilities and also facing fears. So there might be some things that you've been maybe avoiding, evading, ignoring, because you maybe fear the outcome, or you fear the topic, or fear the subject matter, and they're saying face your fears. This really is a Saturnian card. Do your due diligence, do your work, take responsibility, and be very, very well disciplined. And the thing of it is, when you do that, then it turns into manifestation mode, okay? So they're very, very thankful for everything you've done, and they're saying, get on your work, get on your project, get on your idea that you've set aside. It's an old project, it's nothing new, and keep working on it. It's the build it and they will come. I see you're frustrated. Stop, take a break, rest, a timeout, then keep going. Keep working on things after you recharge. Okay, again, this keeps on confirming that same message over and over, okay? So you're tired and you need some rest, but tired and taking a rest and recharging doesn't mean you're quitting, right? So they're basically telling you Get on it when you feel recharged. Get on it when you feel better and you have more energy, because if you don't, there's going to be consequences to pay. And the consequences could be just as simple. If you're building something to sell to the public, if you're doing something that involves a public, a global stage, like maybe it's a product or maybe it's a business or something, whatever you had been working on in the past, it's not going to be prosperous until you complete it. And so your karmic consequence could be very much you're losing out because you didn't finish. Okay, so that's really an interesting spread. This person was a little, like I said, a go-getter but stubborn, a good-hearted soul, like their jeans, like jean jackets or denim, something to do with that. Please listen to what I tell you. Pay attention to your dream state, inner feelings, visions, and downloads, etc. So this person is saying, it's almost like this younger person has turned parental on you. It's like, you know what, they can have that higher spectrum view, that higher perspective looking down, and they've turned to the parent energy. You were the parent probably, and now they've turned parent. And this also, like a younger person too, because this is definitely sibling related, this could be your sibling, not only your child, but it could be a sibling. So you could get the same messages from sibling to sibling, or it can be messages from the child to the parent. But this child or this younger person in spirit is taking on the role of the parent. So if this is a sibling, if this is a sister or brother or stepbrother, just take it as it lands, these same messages are for you. You know, you spend a lot of time with them. They're happy for the time you took with them, looking after them, and it meant a lot to them. But you need to take on some responsibility, some sort of disciplinary action with something you're working on. You become frustrated or tired or something, however, take that as it lands, or maybe overwork, but take a break, take a rest, get rejuvenated, get recharged, and get back on it, because if you don't, there's going to be consequences to pay. And so it's like, you know, they're shaking their finger at you, like they're warning. It's like, listen to what I tell you, pay attention to your dream state, inner feelings, visions, and downloads. This is one message from them, so please listen. And that's all I can say for that. That's how this is. And that's what they're trying to tell you. Okay, I'm going to pick one more card out of here. I'm going to cut this card. Oh, you know what? They know you're very, very tired. Like this basic thing comes out with this. Oh, sorry, this card. Never spread yourself or energy so thin with tasks and responsibilities and obligations and people, your work and your energy fields become above poor value or depleted value. Okay, this is interesting. This is I was going to put it down here, but this belongs up here. This basically is confirming and it's clarifying that card. Okay, you're very, very tired. You got too much going on. So here's something else too. So if you've been working on this project, this idea, this side hustle, whatever it is, if you're working on it when you're tired, your product is going to become poor. Your work quality is going to become poor. Your thinking quality is going to become poor. So they're saying you need to take a break, get some rest, get some rejuvenation in there, recharge your batteries, and then get going again. So it's not even really so much about finishing it. It's finishing it with quality behind it. So take a rest and then get back on it. And if you just set it aside and you're evading it, they're saying get back on it, because if you don't, you're going to be missing out, and there's going to be some sort of consequence down the line. Again, this is so much like a parental message. It's not funny. It's kind of funny. You probably, if this is a parent looking at a child, this is probably something you would have been telling them their whole life until they're passing. And then now it's reversed roles, because now they're in spirit realm and they can see from the higher perspective, or from the spirit level down to the three-dimensional level. And basically, this is something else. They could say whatever you're working on is a genius idea, so keep on it. Okay, so we will move on to your loved one's advice to you. Okay, so we have a message row, and then we're going to go tarot and loved one's message advice. Okay, 3 cups, very nice. Celebration, victory, satisfaction, something to celebrate. This is like, you know, getting together with your friends when your product or your project or your side hustle is done. And there's something to celebrate, because it's going to be very, very successful. Beautiful card. Okay, Queen of Swords. So this is like a get it straight, get it together. This lady here, the Queen of Swords, she totally gets rid of all the emotion, and she sees everything with logic and reasoning. There is absolutely no emotion involved, and that's what they're telling you. Between the tarot and the combined spirit loved one message advice is basically cut through the crap, get your rest, and look at this in a very logical, rational value, whatever you're working on. And this could be writing projects. So when I see sword, that's all about mental and communication, intellect, intelligence, those kind of things. So when I say that, I mean it could be a writing project. It could be something online, social media. It could be YouTube channel platforms. It could be podcasts. It could be anything to do with communication between you and the public, or a public stage or a global stage, but it could be writing, or it could be verbal, could be voice, but it could be video, audio. Okay, so take it as it lands. It's a slightly different version story for everyone. And whatever it is, or it could be like a product or a skill set that you're making, like a side hustle that would apply to the public stage or the public in some form. Yes, it is. Here it is. We have the Ace of Wands. This is like get on it. This is like get on it, get it presented to the public. Again, this is an old project. This is not something you're starting new. Plus, right now with pre-shadow Mercury retrograde, it's not advised for new projects, new ideas, new businesses, new tasks. This is something old that you need to continue doing. And they're saying get on it, get started on it again, but only when you're feeling rested. Just remember, nobody runs well on half a tank of fuel, including your body. Coasting on fumes sucks. Yes. Okay. Judgment. So this is about choices. This to me is about happy joy. When you make that choice to get rested, rejuvenated, make that choice to get on with it, it's probably the best decision you'll ever make, and it's very, very emotionally satisfying. When I see this card, because it's got a dolphin means happy, it means joyous, it means pleasure, it means very, very emotionally fulfilled, but it also involves money. So it's like that decision, that choice to move forward. And judgment is, this could have to do with maybe trademarks or patents or getting something online, but having a legal realm behind it. The judgment can also involve legal matters or legal status or legal contracts or agreements or something like that. And it's like, you know what, when I see this, it's about success, it's about victory, because you made a good choice to finish a good product or a good skill or a good side hustle or your art, your craft, or whatever it is, finishing off this project. And it's like, when you get this up and running, this is the Ace of Wands, it's like everybody's happy for you, and you're going to be helping the public or serving the public or making something for the public, the global stage, or international markets, something like that, okay? So this is really this is kind of a very positive spread. This is very, very encouraging, but encouraging the fact you need to get your rest first, and then you carry on with your project, your idea, and finishing it onto the global stage. Communication between you and the public, or like I said, content online, however that fits for you. It'll be slightly different flavor for everybody. But what a beautiful read. And again, this younger person, again, can be child, can be sibling, but is very, very, looks after their family. They had a tight bond with their siblings, and they're looking out for you each and every day. They're in your environment each and every day. They want you to know that. And they want you to know that they like their genes, and to keep working diligently on your product. And whatever, or your side hustle, your craft, your art, whatever that is, but you're working on something, continue working on it. And it's involving with money once it's completed, because what came up was the Eight of Pentacles, which means it's your craft, it's your skill, it's the apprenticeship card, but it's got to do with money, skill factor, assets, something to do with tangible assets when it's completed, meaning, you make a product and you sell to the public, okay? Something like that. All right, and again, it could be something to do with your job or your career, okay? Because that can pertain to that as well. So that will end our reading for our Meanwhile on the Other Side with our younger person. So what a beautiful spread for this type of reading. It's very, very encouraging. It's a go-getter energy. So this younger person, was a bit of a go-getter, but very, very stubborn, set in their ways. You weren't going to tell them anything. Okay, so if you like the reading, claim it and seal it with a midnight kiss. If not, ditch it, leave it. Remember, we are always, always, always at free will choice. And remember, it's a slightly different take and a slightly different meaning for everybody watching. Okay? And so may it shine on you and affect you and bless you in a very, very positive way. So that will end our reading for now. And I just want to do a little shout out for another reader. He's a male reader out of California. His name is Nicholas Ashbaugh. Excellent reader. Look him up. And he goes by Nicholas Ashbaugh on YouTube. He's a great reader, great to listen to. Anyway, so wishing you health, happiness, and many mixed blessings. And until we meet again, stay happy, stay healthy, take care of yourself, and take care of each other. Bye for now.